Hello, guys. Today I'm here with a new boring story for you. But before we begin, I'd like to let you know that this is my new channel, so I really need your support. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So, without wasting any more time, let's start today's boring story. Let's go. The setting is 19th century Kyoto, Japan. The city is completely still, save for the faint, distant murmur of the Kamo River. Inside a small okiya, geisha house in Gion, the morning light emerges with extreme deliberation. This is not a tale of excitement or romance. Rather, it is a chronicle of a slow, repetitive, and beautifully monotonous routine designed to gently carry your mind into a deep, restful sleep. The stillness of 4 a.m. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. A faint rustle breaks the silence on the polished wooden floors. Sumika, a young geisha who has followed this exact sequence for years, begins her day. Outside her shoji, paper sliding doors, a thick, quiet fog blankets the streets. The air inside is cool, carrying the faint, lazy remnants of last night's incense. Sumika slowly sits up, moving away from her takamakura, a traditional wooden pillow. It is not soft. It is an elevated carved block designed to cradle her neck while keeping her highly complex hairstyle perfectly intact during sleep. Keeping her head completely still through the night is an art she mastered long ago. She stands up, wrapping herself in a lightweight cotton yukata. Now begins a long, meticulously slow process, the gentle ritual of makeup and doctoress. Sitting before her mirror, Sumika begins her transformation. She mixes oshiroi, a white powder, with a few drops of water until it forms a smooth, cool paste. Using a wide brush, she applies it to her face, neck, and upper back in slow, rhythmic strokes. There is absolutely no rush. Every movement must be perfectly even, turning the skin into a flawless porcelain canvas. Once the white base is set, she adds a touch of beni, crimson pigment, to the outer corners of her eyes, and a small, precise dab of red directly onto the center of her lips. The entire process takes nearly an hour, conducted in near total silence, save for the soft, repetitive hiss of the brush against her skin. Next comes the dressing. The silk kimono is heavy, layered, and intricately woven. Sumika requires the assistance of an expert dresser to secure the obi, the wide, stiff sash tied tightly around her waist. As the knot is pulled firm, her posture is forced into perfect alignment. Every fold and every thread follows rules established centuries ago. Though the garments weigh several kilograms when Sumika walks, she moves with seamless grace. The only sound is the rhythmic clop, clop, clop of her wooden okobo shoes against the floor, creating a dull, hypnotic cadence that echoes softly down the narrow hallways. The monotonous pluck of the shamisen. By afternoon, Sumika sits in a quiet corner of the okiya to practice the shamisen, a three-string traditional instrument. The melody she plays is not dramatic. It is repetitive, droning, and predictable. She plucks the same sequence of notes over and over again. Her fingers move at a glacial pace. Outside, a faint breeze stirs, making the paper lantern sway almost imperceptibly. The surrounding environment is so incredibly quiet that you can hear the exact moment each plucked note vibrates, hangs in the air, and slowly dissolves into nothingness. Later, she prepares for the tea ceremony, or shanoyu. This is not merely serving tea, it is a form of active meditation. Steam rises from the iron kettle in slow, rolling curls. Sumika uses a bamboo scoop to place vibrant green matcha powder into a ceramic bowl. She pours the hot water with deliberate care, then uses a bamboo whisk to blend the tea in a steady, circular motion. The rhythm of her wrist is so perfectly consistent that watching it naturally makes your eyelids feel heavy. Twilight in Gion and the return to rest. As evening falls over Gion, paper lanterns flicker to life, casting a warm, muted amber glow across the cobblestones. Sumika enters a quiet ochaya, tea house. There is no loud commotion here. She sits gracefully, pouring drinks for her guests with slow, measured movements, listening to their familiar stories with a soft, unchanging smile. Her presence is like a living painting, moving yet completely devoid of modern urgency or excitement. The night deepens and the lanterns are extinguished one by one. Sumika returns to her okiya. The heavy kimono is carefully unzipped and put away. The white makeup is gently washed off with warm water, revealing her familiar rested face underneath. In the corner of the room, a fresh stick of incense sends a single lazy coil of smoke into the dark air. She places her neck back onto the wooden Takamakura pillow. Outside, Kyoto is completely silent. There is nothing left but the distant rhythmic hum of the river and the soft sigh of the autumn wind. The room is dark, safe, and still. Your eyes begin to drift shut, sinking into a quiet, unchanging past,